We did a study last year where we looked at S&P 500 over a decade, the 10Ks that they had filed, and which risks they identified. And we looked for trends in them. And the answer is that most of the risks in the S&P 500 filings are pretty static, except one. One risk is up 27% in a decade, and it's public policy risk, which means, in a way, that businesses are more afraid of their governments than anything else. So if you think about capital and it goes where it's welcome and where it's wanted and where things are stable, this uncertainty that governments are producing is terrible for business. So what we want the most is certainty, is an effective government that works and does only what it must do and does it well. Particularly small businesses are under so much wage pressure right now. And they've been able to keep up for a while, but it's getting harder. And so what we hear the most from small businesses is we need more workers, right? There are 2.7 million job openings for every worker. So if you can't keep up with the wage pressures, that worker shortage hits a small business harder, right? So one, they need workers. Two, we're just out of the field with a MetLife survey that said their biggest concern was cybersecurity and having the resources and knowledge to protect their own data and their own business. So it can be really basic in terms of how do we get the economy going and inflation tamed? How do we solve the worker shortage problem? But also, how do we give them more tools and resources? So we have a website called Co that had 6.7 million uniques last year, where we try to feed them this information on how they can protect themselves. Local chambers can help. Local communities can help. But I think it's really about shop small and see what resources you have or know if you're a big company that you can share with your small business vendors, suppliers, and customers.